was being recorded.
All right. Good morning, great morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you that are possibly here for the very first time, we want to welcome you to Akana Nation. This is the Diamond Factory, where diamonds are made. Diamond is our highest ranking in our company. And we know that diamonds are made. They're made from the rough, they're made from the raw, but they're already diamonds in the raw. And that's what we are. So we come to motivate each other and to encourage one another to move forward and to do all the things that are necessary for us to get to the place that we personally may call success. We've been talking for the last two sessions when I come on Wednesdays about our mouth and our mind and our mood and our money. I saw a quote, a very familiar quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and he said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. And your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny." I love that when I saw it because I had already been thinking about what I wanted to share today, and it was related to habits. When we hear that quote that Gandhi talked about, he's basically saying to us that if we keep our thoughts positive, we should keep our thoughts positive because the thoughts become our words. We should keep our words positive because our words become our behavior. We should keep our behavior positive because our behavior becomes our habits. We should keep our habits positive because our habits become our values. And then, of course, we should keep our values positive because our values become our destiny. Therefore, if I'm not happy where I am, and this is what I thought about, if I'm not satisfied with where I am, first of all, I have to take responsibility for that. I can't blame anybody. I can't blame my race, my creed, my color, my nationality, my sex, what town I was born in, who was my mama, who was my daddy, or who wasn't my mother or my daddy. I've got to take full responsibility and have a direct reflection on my own thoughts, my own words, my own actions, and my own habits. So let's talk about habits. We've done a lot of talking already about thoughts and words and actions, and we know where we should be with those things in our lives, that they should stay positive all the time. But what about our habits? I saw a teaching by Jim Rohn. He talked about 10 little things that we can do to change our life. See, habits are those things that we naturally do, sometimes even subconsciously do, and we don't even recognize it is a habit, but it's just something that comes natural. And when we change habits, too many times we often think of something big we've got to do. I'm going to challenge everybody here today to think about something small. Start small, because sometimes we get overwhelmed because we're thinking about so many big things we want and so many big things we've got to change. So we're going to look at those 10 things that Jim Rohn talked about, because they're small things. They're small things. And we're going to get through them very quickly. 10 little things. Okay, so here's number one: reading. If you're not a person that likes to read, you've got so many options these days. I mean, we've got videos we can listen to. We've got YouTube videos. We've got Audible. I love, love, love Audible. But reading with a purpose, not just reading a comic book. No, reading with a purpose, something that stretches your mind. Now you say, okay, but look, I got a lot of stuff going on, Dr. Ross. No, let me tell you something. You don't know your capabilities. Your mind can be stretched farther than you realize. We need to read. We need to feed our mind like we feed our body. We need to feed our mind with nutrients. I mean, we don't want to wait for years to learn something on our own. And we should choose to read things that challenge us, that align with where we want to go. Where do you want to go? You want to go to that place called success, that place that calls being a diamond. You want to be achieve something in your own life. You've got your own ideas of what that is. Then read somebody else's story. Read somebody who's already been there, who's already made it. Number two, journal. Write things down. Write things down. Write down your goals. Write down your dreams. That should become a habit. And it doesn't mean that I'm just doing it once a week. We should be writing things down every day. Thoughts on paper. When you put your thoughts on paper, it gives you a sense of control. It gives your mind a breath of fresh air. Because a lot of times our brain is so cluttered with stuff. Do you know if you write some of that stuff down, it's a transition that takes place from your brain to the paper. So now you can help to declutter your mind just by writing something down. And then it also helps you to track your own progress. Oftentimes, guys, we have made progress and don't even know it. Have you ever written something down that you wanted to accomplish, and then months later you look back on it and say, God dog it, I did that, right? It gives you a sense of accomplishment to track your progress. Number three, set goals. Now, we always talk about goal setting, but when you don't set a goal, you're like a ship without a sail. You're going to land anywhere. There's no target. Because goals give you what? Something to aim for, something to strive for. Every choice moves you toward that goal when you have a goal. Every conversation ought to be moving you towards that goal. No just chit-chatting. No, everything is leading me towards that goal. And goal setting is not something you do once a year. Goal setting should be done every day. Today, what am I going to accomplish? Today, what is my goal? Be specific. We can't say, I want to be successful. That's too broad. No, that's broad. We've got to be more specific. You can't say, I want to get fit. No. You got to say, I'm going to work out from this hour to this hour, 5 days a week, 3 days a week. You've got to be more specific. You got to know what does that goal look like? Number four, feed your body. Yes. We not only just feed your mind, but you got to feed your body, guys. I'm going to challenge everybody on this call to exercise. I don't know. Yeah, some of you, we hear it. We've heard Lady EFIT telling us what we need to do. We see the wonderful transformation in her body. We've had people talk to us and show us what can be done. But how many of you are exercising on a regular basis? Don't tell me you got bad knees, you got a bad back, you got a bad this. No, you got a bad brain. You need to exercise. Sit in the chair and exercise. Do something. Move your body. Because guess what? It sharpens your mind. It boosts your energy. It boosts your focus. It changes your mood. There's a direct connection to how you feel physically and how you perform mentally. Exercise also helps you to handle stress. Helps you to handle stress better. And not only does it help you to handle stress better, you have the energy to be able to tackle the challenges that come your way. Because in exercising, you got to push yourself. It's not all comfortable. Because, really, let's be real. You're not really exercising if you don't experience some discomfort. Every time your muscles start hurting, you quit. You're not exercising. Come on. If you're not pushing yourself to walk a few more miles longer, further, go a little more, lift a little heavier weight every now and then, you got to push yourself. Because when you push yourself through the discomfort, it builds resilience. Number 5, gratitude. Gratitude. If you focus on what's wrong, what's missing, what you don't have, you will not see what you have to be grateful for. What do you have to be grateful for? Girl, let me tell you something. Brother, let me tell you, he woke you up this morning. That's number 1. What you focus on that's what you're going to attract. And if you're always focusing on what you don't have and what's missing and what's not working and what all the negative things, it's going to attract more of its kind. So when we focus on gratitude, being grateful, it changes your energy. And you'll then be more open for the universe to give you what you need every day, every day, every day. We've got to reflect on what we're grateful for. Can I say it again? Woke us up this morning. You got a roof over your head. You've got friends. You've got a corner. Number 6, rest. Rest. If you don't get some rest, you don't get recovery because it's easy to burn out. So sometimes we neglect rest and therefore you limit your own potential. You've got to give yourself time to rest. And I don't necessarily mean sleep. Sleep is important. But sometimes in the middle of the day, you got to step away from the noise. That's rest. Sometimes you got to just chill out and just allow your mind. You may have to walk outside and just walk down the block, walk down the driveway. Allow your mind some time to wander so things can just come to you. Because if you're cluttered, you can't receive. So we often need those moments of stillness to spark that creativity. We all need some downtime to recharge. That's what they're doing in Dubai right now. Yeah, they're getting that downtime to recharge. They're enjoying themselves. And there's no telling what these guys are going to come back able to perform. Sleep is important. Don't misunderstand me. We need those realms of sleep. We need the stages and the phases of sleep. But you also need to be able sometimes just take a break. Maybe you just want to meditate. Maybe you just want to have a quiet walk. Maybe you want to just engage in a hobby, something that just brings you joy. And then guess what? You come back stronger. Number 7, giving. Giving. The Bible does say it. The more you give, the more you receive. But it's not just money. Give your time, give your attention, give your energy. My pastor says in closing a service, he says, go out today and be a blessing to somebody who can't bless you back. See, we're always looking for something in return. The more you put out into the world, the more comes back to you. It's about planting those seeds without expecting anything in return. The ones who really give are always seeming to have the most. Have you ever noticed that? I mean, our grandparents and our great-grandparents. Mine used to open up the house all the time. Anybody walk in the door, you hungry? They weren't rich, but they always had some food. So it's not just money only, although, yes, we should give that because whatever seed you sow, that's the seed you get back. So if you want money, you got to give money. I was reading this book, and this guy said in the book costs $100. And the reason the book costs $100 is because you paid $100 for the book, and he gave you 5 books. And the reason he gave you 5 books, so you could start being a giver, to give away 4 of them. A wonderful, wonderful mindset. How I give today, how can I make a positive difference in somebody's life? That's my question. How can I make a positive difference in someone's life? Number 8, listening. Listening. Oh my God. Most people think they're good listeners, but they're really just waiting for their turn to speak. You show your value. You show you value the other person's thoughts, the other person's opinions, the other person's feelings when you listen. You show that you respect them when you listen. And it's more than just hearing their words. It's about being engaged. It's about being present. It's about understanding. It's about paying attention to their body language, the emotion behind their words, giving them your full attention. We live in a society now that we don't give full attention because we're on our phones, we're texting somebody while somebody's talking to us. So we have to practice the habit of listening. Number 9, patience. Patience. We want everything right now. We live in this microwave society. We need to throw our microwaves away. I know I need to throw mine away, right? Anything worth having takes time. Life will be less stressful. Most people give up too soon, right before it's getting ready to happen, right before the breakthrough's getting ready to come, right before you see the fruits of your labor. We need to learn from the farmer. Plant the seed in the ground, water it, cultivate it, nourish it, and see nothing happening. That's what the farmer does, sees nothing happening, but he knows that something's happening under the ground. And eventually, it'll burst through. So we got to develop that habit by shifting our own mindset and stop thinking it's going to happen overnight. There's no overnight success. The work you're putting in now is what's going to pay off in the future. The roots of your efforts are growing. That's a fact. And that's the mindset we've got to have, that's a fact. Focus on the long game. And not only just focus on the long game, not only be patient, but guess what? Find some joy in the process. Because when you find joy in the process of patience, it helps you stay calm. And lastly, number 10, spend time with the right people. Yeah, we've heard that 5 people that you spend the most time with, you are the average of those 5 people. Your environment shapes us. Our environment shapes us. It influences our thoughts, our actions, our beliefs. So we got to surround ourselves with growth-oriented people. You want to be around people that push you to do better. You don't want to be around anybody that say, girl, just stay right here. Don't do nothing. No, 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 no. You want to seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you, who believe in you. People who, here we go. People who celebrate you. Celebrate your successes. Don't be around folk who jealous because you made it or because you achieved something or something's good for you. No, no. Be around people who celebrate that you crossed the finish line. You did this. And also bring things to the table to inspire others. We were on Rebound the other day, and I got to share this. I hope she doesn't mind. Elizabeth Ann Thompson, she announced to us that she was fixing to go to Carnegie Hall. We were so excited. We were celebrating that success. And then she had gone to the View, things that had happened in her own life. See, you got to celebrate others. Jealousy, there's no place for jealousy. Everyone grows together. And you are the people around you helping you to be what you want to be. Start small with these habits and stay consistent. Hope that you'll be inviting somebody to the meeting at 1 p.m. today. Start inviting somebody to be at the meeting at Thursday night at 7. 6 o'clock, it starts at 6 when they're going to be doing actual blood testing. And then 7 o'clock, the elevation experience. You want to start invite. Don't wait for Thursday to do it. Put it on somebody's calendar. And let's develop these habits and have a great day, a great Akana kind of day. Bye for now, everybody.